Hello, this is User Ali from Royal Cyber, and today I'll be showing you a demo on a utility that we have developed for Rational Developer for System Z. It's called the Property Group Composer. Ease of use and availability of productivity enhancement tools is one of the primary factors that influence user adoption. And there are usually three phases to an RDZ rollout: the installation phase, the configuration phase, and the knowledge transfer phase. And from our experience, installation is usually carried out through scripts with IBM's help. And often at times, users find configuration tasks tedious, time-consuming, and frustrating. Configuring and maintaining property groups in RDZ is challenging, especially in environments where users are spread around the world. To address this challenge that is related with property groups in RDZ, we developed a utility called the Property Group Composer. The Property Group Composer automates creation and maintenance of property groups, and RDZ users can create or update the current property groups through a single click. And most jobs use skeletons or some automated way to generate compiled JCL to compile their programs. SCMs such as Endeavor and Changeman provide facilities to generate and submit JCLs to compile programs. Property Group Composer extends those facilities and reads those jobs and JS output to extract property group information and store them in a configurable location. If your shop uses SAR or IBM's Output Manager to archive compilation jobs, Property Group Composer can be tailored to read the output from those datasets as well. So basically, the Property Group Composer is a combination of host and client runtimes. The host runtime runs on the host and collects information about the environment and then generates the property group, while the client runtime runs as an RDZ plugin, and the users just have to click a single menu item, and they'll automatically get the latest version of property group in their workspaces. As you can see here, we're using our own automated facility to compile our programs here, in this case the RC comp utility, and we're compiling this program here in our development environment. And once the JCL is generated, it contains an additional step to invoke the Property Group Composer, which collects the information from the JES output and then creates a property group and stores it in a data set of choice. And on the user side, once they have installed the Property Group Composer RDZ plugin, they'll see a menu here, and they'll just invoke the plugin through this item, and then they'll automatically get the property group in their workbench. It will get automatically downloaded from the host and will appear under the correct connection name, in this case Dallas. So let's move forward towards the demo and see the Property Group Composer in action. For this demo, we'll be using an automated facility that we have developed in-house to compile our programs. And once that facility runs, and when the compilation JCL is submitted, it will also call the Property Group Composer, and it will store a new property group in a data set of choice. And in this case, it will store the property group in Royal Systems.rdz. So if you check the contents of this particular data set right now, you'll see that there are no members in the data set. So let's go ahead and compile a test program. The name of our facility is RC Comp, and we're compiling a program called RBPG demo in the development environment. After we issue this command to compile the RBPG demo program, a compilation job is submitted to compile the program, and this could also be an Endeavor or Changeman generated job. So I'm going to hit the enter key. The job has been submitted, and this job that was submitted includes an additional step that was added to extract property group information by the Property Group Composer. So we'll check the contents of this data set now. As you can see now, there's a new member in this data set, and if you see the contents, you'll see that it contains the XML for a whole property group. And so now let's move on to the RDZ workbench side and see how we can make use of this. So now you can see my RDZ workbench. Once you have installed the Property Group Composer RDZ plugin, you'll see a new menu here called RC Extensions, and inside it you'll see the Property Group Composer. You could also invoke the composer using this icon here. So Property Group Composer is the PG Composer, basically is an extension under RC Extensions. And if you have multiple systems that you connect to, you could configure the property group host data set where the property group information is extracted from the compilation JCL and stored for each system. And Property Group Composer will run on each of the configured systems, and if you're connected to the system, the PG Composer will basically prompt you to connect to each configured system. So right now you can see that I've made a connection to this Dallas system, and I also have a property group for this system. So, and let's say if I was working on one of the programs here and I associated this property group with the program, and as I was working with it, I saw that it cannot resolve references to a copybook. So there's a problem with my property group because it cannot locate the copybook. So let's close this program and go to RC Extensions, and let's call the Property Group Composer. So if I run this PG Composer, it will update the SysLive information and the new property group has been transferred from the host. And now if I open the program, you will see that all references have been resolved. So our property group has been updated. So previously we had an out-of-date property group, and this could also happen as your environment changes. So RDZ was basically unable to locate the copybook and provide the context sensitive help. So we ran the Property Group Composer, it downloaded the new property group and updated SysLive information, and we were able to resolve the references. So though we're already only demonstrating SysLive updates, any property group value can be stored in the host and delivered to workspaces by administrators using Property Group Composer. The change could be made in a central location as well. So let's open up the property group and see all the information here. And it's correctly showing everything that needs to be there in the right place. You can see this is SysLive concatenation. Previously it was missing this copylib. And now let's see if this property group didn't exist in this particular workbench at all. If I deleted this property group, what happens now? Now there's no property group in my workspace for this Dallas connection. Now if I run the Property Group Composer again, you'll see that it will automatically download the property group and associate it with the Dallas system. As you can see here, the DevP property group has automatically appeared here. As you can see here, let's say if I make any change here and save it, I just changed the description here, but let's say if I've made any changes to my property group here, and if I want to get synchronized with the version on the host, I will just call the Property Group Composer again via this option, or I'll just click this icon, and as you can see, the description has changed now, which indicates that we have obtained the latest copy from the host. So the Property Group Composer will update property groups if they are found in Workspace, or it will create a new one if it doesn't find the property group. Any number of property groups can be stored in a configurable location, and Property Group Composer will automatically update or create up your property groups. And You can also, once you launch your Workbench, it will also prompt you to connect to your systems from where you can download, for which to download the property groups for. So this wraps up our demo. And if you have any further questions, please direct them towards Anand Vijay, anand.vijay@royalcyber.com. And if you have any feedback or any questions, we'll be happy to assist you. And if you need more information about the property group or any of our other RDZ services, feel free to contact us at this email address. Thank you.